Emmanuel, this is Edward reporting for Emmanuel TV. On Sunday, the 14th of February 2010, the man of God, Prophet T.B. Joshua, prophesied that we should pray for an Asian country, saying that the spelling of the country's name begins with the letters I-N. Let us listen to the prophet's words.
Those who lodge in a hotel, I'm seeing Asia country. The name of the country is given to me, but I'm praying for them. I'm seeing a place where people lodge, being burnt. They should pray. I will put my prayer warrior to pray for the country where I am. I will not say more than I.
L'homme de Dieu vous y va en hôtel qui risque d'être un pays asiatique.
I'm seeing a track. People being in a hotel, people lodge thousand. From Tuesday, pray. We fast for the whole world. This is Asia country.
Last Sunday, 21st of March 2010, Prophet T.B. Joshua referred to the prophecy again that we should pray for this nation. This time, he specifically mentioned the nation India, the initial letters of which are I-N. He said that he saw a hotel burnt down, where thousands of people were inside, and that this would happen on a Tuesday. He also told us that he would remind us when it would be close. And some weeks later, he did remind us. Here is what he said.
I said we should pray for India country. We pray for this country. Anytime you pray, remember this country, India. Make sure you fast on Tuesday, put it in prayer, and fast on Tuesday.
In confirmation of the prophecy, 2 days after this prophecy was given, on Tuesday, the 23rd of March 2010, news broke that in the early afternoon of Tuesday, a devastating fire broke out at a landmark building, Stephen's Court in Park Street. Let's watch the news.
A deadly blaze on one of the busiest streets in Kolkata, India. A massive fire engulfs a multi-story building, killing 4 people and injuring 14. About 100 firefighters have rescued dozens of people trapped inside. Some dramatic pictures that we're bringing you there. Let's get the very latest on the fire now. We're joined by Shuman Chakrabarti, a correspondent with our sister network, CNN IBN. Shuman, this was a massive fire. Describe the situation for us right now.
Well, right now, after 5 hours of fighting with the firefighters have brought the fire under control. That's what they claim right now. We can't see the blaze coming out of the building anymore. Remember, the fire broke out at around 2:30 in the afternoon today in Kolkata in the multi-story building on the iconic Park Street. 16 fire tenders were pressed into action and nearly, as you said, 100 firefighters were battling the fire, which apparently sources are telling us started from the lift on the 5th and 6th floor of the building. This building, remember, is a historic building. It's called the Stephen Court. It's located in the heart of the city, and it houses 2 of the most famous eateries of the city. Flurry's, the 100-year-old confectioners, built during the British time when the British ruled India, and Peter Cat, the restaurant that immortalized, in many movies in India. So when you saw the footage, which you saw out of Park Street, it was dramatic because you saw people who were standing on the ledges waiting to be rescued. You saw people waving frantically for help. People who were trapped inside the building slithered down, using ropes, using ducts, whatever they got. They jumped from the ledges and the parapet. But there has been criticism questions have been raised about the delay in pressing the fire services into action, which Fire and Emergency Services Minister of Kolkata, which is part of West Bengal state in India, the ruling communist government, the minister says that it was due to bad traffic conditions in the city. Fire engines with hydraulic ladders, which reached at least 1.5 hours after the fire started. And remember, these are just basic services, and it still took that much of time. And that's the question people are raising here. Why did it take so much of time? And remember, Park Street...
Shuman, let me jump in there. At this point in time, before you go on, I just want to be very clear for our viewers. To the best of your knowledge, is anyone else still trapped in that building? What are you hearing on that front?
The sources in the local government are telling us that there are none inside. They're saying that 5 people are confirmed dead now and 20 are injured. That's what the official figures are.
Let's recall the words of Prophet TB Joshua.
Those so large in hotel, I'm seeing Asia country. The name of the country is given to me, but I'm praying for them. I'm seeing a place where people lodge, being burnt. They should pray. I will put my prayer warrior to pray for the country where I am. I will not say more than I say we should pray for India country. We pray for this country. Anytime you pray, remember this country, India.
The man of God said, anytime you pray, remember this country, India. And indeed, the Asian country where the fire outbreak happened was in the heart of the city of Calcutta in the country of India, the precise country mentioned by Prophet TB Joshua in the prophecy. Here's another news report.
Hours after the fire began, attempts still going on to get the fire under control. As you can see over there, 2 hydraulic cranes pressed into service to douse the fires on what is the 5th and 6th floor of Stephen Court, right at the crossing of Park Street, Middleton Row and Free School Street. A fire that began at around 2 a.m. A fire that forced people to rush out of the offices onto the ledges, and some of them were forced even to jump. One of the eyewitnesses, somebody I know here, Raja Guha. Raja, what did you see? Tell us.
It's around 2:30 when the fire broke off. When we came out to see it, there were already 2 fire engines over here. They were using those ladders over here to rescue people. And if you see those balconies which are already burnt,
Yeah.
the people were standing over there and they were looking to be rescued. Some got rescued.
Okay, how?
Some used the ropes. Some used the ropes to climb down and took the ladder.
Okay.
And then one lady in a salwar, in a pursuit to get hold of one of the corners of the air conditioning, missed the air conditioning and came down.
You don't know what happened to her?
No. And at that point of time, there was no ambulance over here. That point of time, only few fire engines over here, which in front of Peter Cat was trying to jet fire the water to take control of that.
But you actually saw this lady jump?
Yeah. The intention of her was to get hold of one of the AC units, but she missed the AC units and she fell down.
That is the most tragic thing that one is here, seeing at this fire in Kolkata. There have been fires in Kolkata before, big fires, Nandaram Market, but there have not been any fatalities. But here is one situation where there is a great fear, apprehension that at least 2 people may have died. We still don't know about the lady, but at least 2 people may have died in this fire that broke out in this building around 2:30. A fire that drew at least, now I understand, 40 fire engines to the spot and a huge disaster management team as well. People who were waiting to be rescued have now been rescued, but we still don't know the condition of those who were taken away, the casualties, and of course we are unable to confirm officially, but we believe that at least 2 people who jumped off have lost their lives.
Let's recall the Prophet's words.
Those so large in hotel, I'm seeing Asia country. The name of the country is given to me, but I'm praying for them. I'm seeing a place where people lodge being burnt, they should pray. I will put my